Hey guys, it's MBK Production, bringing you another video. I know it's been a while since my last video, but I have a treat for you guys today. I'm going to be playing the Star Wars Battlefront 3 beta on the PC, and I'm going to go over the gameplay, the system requirements that was needed for the PC, different guns, perks, and the maps. So, without further ado, let's begin. So I'm gonna start with the system requirements that were needed. Personally, I like using a PC to play these kind of multiplayer games because I'm not sure, but I think there is more players that the service can hold. Anyways, moving on. PC requirements needed for this game. Personally, my PC has 8 GB RAM. The graphic card is the GTX 760 NVIDIA GeForce GTX 760, and it has a 3.5 gigahertz processor, and I believe it's an i3 motherboard. And that was enough for the game. I was kind of skeptical if it could run it on high, but after downloading it and playing it for a couple hours, the game seemed fluent and without a problem. There was no lag at all, and the graphics were actually really great. Okay, so moving on to the gameplay. So once you install the game, which you can find on the website, and you open the game in your origin, and you'll come to a screen which gives you a multiplayer and a missions option. So you go ahead and we're gonna click on the multiplayer option, and there's two maps which are available to us. One is the drop zone, and the other is the Walker Assault. They have these other maps as well: Supremacy, Fighter Squadron, Blast, Cargo, Droid Run. All these are also displayed on the screen, but you can't play them because they're basically advertisements for the full game. For beta, we only have the Drop Zone and the Walker Assault. So we're gonna be starting off on Drop Zone. Okay, so Drop Zone is one of the maps that are available on the beta. And this was actually the first map that I played on. I'm not too much of a Star Wars fan, to tell you the truth, but the hype of this game got me to play it, and I think it's good for everyone. This game isn't, you don't have to be a die-hard Star Wars fan to play it. You can just pick it up and enjoy it. So this map is a more rocky map, and to me it was more of a kind of Slayer type of setting. If you guys played Halo, Slayer would be 6-on-6 fighting. This was kind of that. There was no vehicles, no airplanes. There were some in this, in the background, but those weren't manned by anybody. So yeah, so this map was a more close quarter combat. It was Slayer type style, and I found it really fun because you were always guessing what's around the corner. Picked up some people here and there. I didn't find it too difficult to begin with, considering that I've never played any Star Wars game. But since this game was made by the creators of Battlefield, it had that same vibe to it, and I played a lot of Battlefield, so it was easy to pick up and just play for the average gamer. So we're gonna go to the mechanics of the gameplay, and after you play a while, you can get these cards, I believe. With the points and the levels, you can buy these cards, and basically they're kind of like perks where you can activate during when you're fighting. So one card that I would actually really advise you to get is the jetpack, and I'm not sure the gun's name, cycler rifle, or it more acts like a sniper rifle. These two are pretty much a must because it takes your gameplay to the next level, and you're not as much as a noob. It helps with these long distance situations where you can't really pick off somebody with your laser, with your main gun. Guys, I'm gonna call it laser gun because like I said, I'm not a Star Wars fan. I don't know the technical or the actual name of these things, so I'm gonna sound like a really big noob, but I'm trying my best. So yeah, if you can't really pick off somebody with your what is it here, DH-17, that laser pistol, you can pick up your cycler rifle and one shot to the head and they're dead. Yeah, so there's quite a bit of customization that you can do, even though it's not really customization type of game, but there's customizations available within, if you kind of understand what I'm trying to say. So there's a certain amount of freedom to what you want to do. If you prefer to be, fast-paced, you can use the jetpack. If you prefer to be more heavy, you can, use heavier guns, buy the heavier guns, and use grenades. So there's that customization, but I prefer more customization available, more freedom to the player. But this is okay as well. It follows the Battlefield kind of philosophy. And you can really tell that this game was made by the creators of Battlefield just by this. So going back to the map, aside from the rocky terrain, this particular map, Drop Zone, doesn't have much else to talk about. It's like I said, it's close quarters, but there's no vehicles or airplanes that you can pick up, which in the next map that I'm going to be showing you guys, you can do that, and I find that map much better. But it all depends on what style of gameplay you like. If you like fast-paced shooting, kind of like COD and Battlefield, fast-paced, play Drop Zone. If you like more widespread, bigger battles, kind of like PlanetSide 2 battles, it's going to be the next map that I'll show you guys. Okay, and so talking about the weapons, through trial and error and kind of watching other YouTube videos, I found out a better weapon would be the DH-17, which is the laser pistol. It's just faster firing rate, and it's almost the same strength as your starting off weapon, so I suggest you buy that. Comparing the weapons all together, I'm kind of disappointed that they all kind of have the same kind of vibe to them, which is shoot laser with the kind of the same sound and the velocity differs. But I wish there was something really like different. Maybe you can change the laser color, or there were cooler weapons. I'm pretty sure they will bring it. This is just the beta, but I'm looking forward to that. They should really, if they don't have it, they should look into it. There's these 3D holographic kind of perk things on the ground. You can pick them up. I'm not really sure what to call them. You pick those up and they give you different power-ups. Some give you turrets. Well, in this map, they give you mostly turrets and power-ups, but in the next map that I'll be showing you guys, they're gonna be giving you AT-STs, AT-ATs, and you can actually pick up heroes as well, which is a really cool thing. I actually did that, and you guys stay tuned to watch the end of the video. I'll show you guys when I turn to Darth Vader. And okay, so I think that's it with this map. I'm going to be showing you the next map shortly. So the second map is Walker's Assault. It's a snowy type of map, and this map utilizes both ground vehicles and aerial vehicles. In my opinion, this was the coolest thing I've seen so far since PlanetSide 2. It kind of takes that large-scale warfare and gives huge ground vehicles, airplanes, and like I said, it's kind of like PlanetSide 2 if you guys ever played that, but with your favorite series, which is Star Wars. So it utilizes all the good stuff, and so we're just gonna get right into it. As you can see, this map is takes some place in, I'm not sure, again, the continent in the actual Star Wars lore. I'm not sure what it's called, but it's a snowy map. So yeah, one of the objectives is to protect your base, and the second one is to take down the AT&Ts. And so how that happens is airplanes are basically gonna disable the AT&Ts, and then you're gonna get a broadcast telling you that all the weapons should shoot the AT&Ts, and basically everyone just starts shooting the AT&Ts, and that's kind of how you take it down. There's more tactical ways, but I didn't really get into it. There's also the AT-STs, which are really cool. I actually got to drive it. They have 3 attacks, which is kind of like a bombardment. It shoots in the sky, and then if the bullets fall on the ground, killing everybody, like blowing up the area. They also have the primary laser attack and the missile attack, which I think it also follows the airplanes as well. Then we'll get to the different perks that are on this map. You get the perks that were also on Drop Zone, which were the power-ups and the turrets. But also on this map you get RPGs, you can get into airplanes. I actually did, but I didn't get to videotape that. You guys can check it out for yourself. You can get into airplanes, which are really fun. Dogfights are amazing in this game. You can also, aside from the ATST and the AT-AT, you can become a hero, which is really actually hard to find. There's usually one per map, and it will take a while for it to respawn again, but once you find it, it's actually the funnest part of the game. So yeah, depending on the different factions, you can decide which hero you have. Not decide, it's preset. So if you're fighting for the rebels, you'll get Luke Skywalker, and if you're fighting for the Empire, you'll get Darth Vader. And I think there will be more heroes, but for now, as the beta, you only have these two options. I think you also get Boba Fett later. I'm not sure if I'm saying that right. Sorry to all the Star Wars fans. So you'll get that, and the attacks are really cool. You can choke people with Darth Vader, which is you'll see me doing this. It's really amazing. I didn't think it was doable inside such a large scale game like this. You can choke, throw your lightsaber, and basically one-hit kill the soldiers. It's very powerful weapon, whichever empire gets it. And like I said, you guys stick to the end of the video clip, and you're gonna be seeing me get Darth Vader. As of the other gameplay, as of the general gameplay in this map, I find it to be different than Drop Zone. It's less tactical. I mean, it's more tactical, sorry, because you have to work as a team, whereas Drop Zone, you're basically running around and just trying to kill whoever you see first. This, you have to coordinate as a team. You have objectives that you have to take care of. You have to take down their ATSTs, AT-ATs if you're playing as the rebels, and likewise if you're playing as the Empire. You have different objectives as protecting your AT-ATs and stuff like that. Other than that, I thought the game was really well done. You know, it kind of went over my expectations with the graphics and the total skill of it, and you know, it really kind of was awe-inspiring. I definitely recommend this game, and I will definitely post more videos of me playing this game. So yeah guys, I was really impressed with this game, and I'm actually really looking forward to buying this game. And as soon as I buy this game, you guys should expect montages, gameplays. Stay tuned for more videos once I get better. So please like, comment, subscribe, and as always, have a nice day. Bye.
Scanners indicate the rebels have activated an uplink station. Rebel ship down. Readings indicate the enemy uplink is offline. Fast engines, slow down. The rebels have taken control of the uplink station. The rebels have activated the uplink station. We must shut it down. Rebel airstrike incoming. Our AT-AT has been left unprotected. Defend it at all costs. uplink station has been taken over by the rebels. We must deactivate it in order to stop a Y-wing attack.
Y-wing has a targeting lock on our walker.
They're trying to get a lock on you. They're locking on to you. The rebels have called in a Y-wing attack. We must deactivate that uplink station to stop their bombers.
A rebel Y-wing is locked onto our AT-AT.
We know the power of the dark side. Witness the power of the Force.
Rebels entering the zone.
You are nothing against the power of the Force. There is no defense against the dark side. understand the power of the dark side.
Rebel bombers have locked onto our AT-AT.
We've disabled the rebel uplink. Do not allow them to reactivate.
Rebels in the zone. The rebels have activated the uplink station. We must shut it down.
Our walker is exposed.
AT-AT has the main power generator in our sight.